Hey everybody, this is Bert Burger, Sunova-Surfboards, and now I'm going to be discussing some of the performance and shape features of our Insane model SUP. So if I had to generalize about this board, we basically classify it as a step up. So it's a board that can be ridden in larger waves, not huge waves, but waves once they get more powerful, and especially once they get faster, it's important that you have good paddle power, but also good hold. So if you look at this board in general, it's like we've got a high performance short board and we've just stretched it slightly. So the curves are just slightly longer, and a little bit the same with the rocker. The rocker's just slightly stretched, slightly flatter. That also gives good carry into a wave, and that enables you to really drive and draw nice lines. So the outline in general, clean drawn out curve, and then we've got a bit of a flyer with a tight pintail. So in our earlier versions, we had a straighter outline through the board and also a little bit more nose area. So this is the latest version, and we've pulled the nose in a little bit and we've added that flyer and pulled the tail in. Feedback to the earlier ones was that the board was a little bit stiff and drawn out, and so by pulling in the nose area, it just enables it to tighten up the rail turns slightly, and the hip and the tight pin enables the board to fit into the pocket better. In the bottom contour, we have a flat running into a single, then a double, and a little bit of V out the tail. And that just helps the board, with the single running through the front foot, just helps to initiate the turn. That little bit of V in the tail just helps it stay where it's supposed to be, especially at speed. We have the 5-fin option, as you can see. Now on the rail profile, what we've got is we've got quite a fine rail on this board. This is one of the larger models here, but in general, the Insane has a very fine low rail, and it just gets finer and finer as it comes into the tail. And the idea being, if you've got a big boxy rail, as you're flying down the face, especially at speed, it's really hard to get a thick rail to penetrate the wall. So a thinner rail is easier to get on rail and easier to penetrate the rail. And it also offers a certain amount of stability when you're stationary too for paddling. And then as it comes into the tail, it just gets finer and finer, and that enables that tail rail to really just slice through the water and feel comfortable and have plenty of bite. One of the other aspects of the Insane is it has quite a tucked under bottom edge, and that tucked under edge runs all the way down into the tail. And so the idea there is, if you have a very hard edge, 90 degrees, if you have a late takeoff and you're like falling out of the lip, as you fall out, if you land mid-face, the board has a tendency to want to drift or skip a bit, and you can potentially skip right out or slide right into the impact zone, get a lip on the head. So the idea is that with the tucked under edge, it really eases in, sticks to the face up high, and enables you to engage the rail a little earlier and ride higher on the face, and it just feels smoother and more engaged. And one of the other things it does is it makes the board feel like it's in the water more, bedded down, and not sort of skipping and skating along on top of the water, because obviously you're going at high speeds on this board. Deck side, typical deck, it's relatively domed because we do want to get this rail as low as possible. So the general theme again behind the Insane, it's a bigger wave board, it's got good paddle power, good hold, loves to stick to the face on the late drops, heaps of bite, and you can push it really hard. Suited more for advanced guys, people that feel comfortable paddling into larger surf. So if that's you, you're really going to enjoy this board.